Welcome back to the Sports View. Again, we're going to talk about Chad Ochocinco and the situation he has with his new show. On the first show, when he chose his women, it was majority of Caucasian, Indian, and Hispanic. So we was discussing as to maybe the reason why he chose who he chose. And Ochocinco actually appeared in the Wendy Williams show. And she asked him, well, why didn't you pick a lot of black women? And he said that's his choice, but the friends that knows him know that, he choose all, he date all kind of women. But on this particular show, for it to be out in the media, somehow he didn't pick a lot of black women. So he was discussing that and maybe could this have been some kind of media hype to get the show, everyone talking about it, because there is a big buzz about it. And now that you look in the media, most of the time they're talking about how many women or what kind of women he picked and not his show.
Right. I mean, I understand the whole getting the media involved, getting the hype, blowing the show up. VH1 is very known for doing those type of things with these love shows. But I, as a black woman, I don't like the fact that he basically eliminated, more than half of the girls, before the show was even started, before they even moved into the house. And it's like, for you to be an African-American man that was raised by your black grandmother, and, as you stated, he dates black girls all the time. You see him at these events, you see him on the red carpet with these girls, but yet when it's time to push it out into the limelight and you have like millions of viewers watching your show, the last thing you want to do is portray a black woman in a positive light. I think he actually kept 2 black girls that were on there that were a little more of the, starting stuff, want to get up in your face. I would use the term ghetto, but that's kind of a loose term to use when, speaking about African American women. But when you have them going on these reality shows, that's usually the girls that get picked are the loud ones, the ones that start mess. And it's kind of funny that those are the girls that he kept, opposed to, girls that could bring a positive energy to the show. Instead he wanted to choose the Caucasian girls and things like that. So, I understand the whole ratings thing, and you want the media to get involved, and you want the hype, and you want your show to go this far, and all this other stuff. But, as a black woman, I don't like it, Chad.
And I'm sure they kept women that kept drama in the house. There had to be some that they knew, oh, she's going to be drama, so I'm going to keep her. And just like the different dates that he went on, why did he pick the women he picked? When he first was introducing women and they came out and talked to him, some of them sat on his lap, some of them danced with him. There was one, actually, date that he went on, and he was out on the patio and he walked away, and T.O. came out on the patio and asked her, well, I don't know, you like me? And she said, yeah, I watch you in the media. He said, well, would you give me your number? And she was like, well, if the camera wasn't here, I would.
Right. And that's all a spin. They have to keep the audience interested. They want to put the girls out there in some type of negative view. So for that, I think she should have actually got eliminated in the first round. Point blank period. Why would you want to keep somebody on the show that's actually flirting with, one of your good friends that you have on the show? But again, it's ratings. It's the whole media hype. And then there was another date where he went on a date with a black girl and like one of the exotic girls, and he actually streamed it live on Ustream. And so what he wanted to do was have his fans pick who he thought was the better match. And of course the fans picked the black girl, because the majority of his fans are African American people. I wouldn't say just men or women, but both. But they picked the black girl, and I'm proud of him for actually sticking with what his fans picked, and he actually kept the black girl on the show. But again, she's one of those loudmouth ones. She's one of those get in your face type ones.
Drama.
She's still there, so I can be happy about that. At least she's still on the show.
I hope that he would have picked her, even though the fans didn't vote. We hope, and we know, Ocho, that you like us black women.
We know you do, but it's understandable, and we understand, and like any other addicting reality show, we are addicted and we will continue to watch. So it's not going to stop us. It'll just give us something else to talk about. So hopefully those girls will make it pretty far, and we'll see, and we'll cover that and talk about these dates, and how he's eliminating girls and where he's taking them, and all these other good things. So
thank you. So definitely when we come back, we will talk about that friend T.O. that he brought him to help him with the eliminations. That's a whole nother story, because T.O. also have his reality show, and he also dates a lot of women. But some of the women are not black. So we'll talk about that when we come back.